Hey, it's great to see you, Clayton. I've got a couple of questions for you about your new career. We got a minute?
Yeah, I do. Great to see you too. And yeah, let's hear it. What do you
Oh,
got?
well, I think about when you're looking for a new job, everybody always has a checklist. I mean, some people write it down, but other people just know in their head, like what's important to them. And I'd be curious about the criteria that you used as you looked at to find the exact right company for you. Would you mind sharing that?
Yeah, of course. So that was not an easy choice for me. There are definitely a lot of options your senior year, especially at the job fair. But what stuck out to me and what was important to me was something that was interesting to me. So an industry that was just interesting in itself. And also that I was not stuck in a cubicle or behind a desk all day. Those are the two major things. So I knew that I had to find a job with outside sales.
Excellent, excellent. So how did you really get to know United Rentals, or did you get introduced to them and even learn about them?
So I got really lucky. I almost missed them at the career fair. They were one of the last people I talked to my senior year, and I met my first boss named Evan, and he gave me a really interesting pitch. It totally sold me on the construction rental industry, which was so different compared to all the other booths that were next to him. The construction toys on the booth really stood out to what the industry looked like and stuff like that. So it was very different, and the sales program stood out to me, and we'll get into that in a second. I'm sure you want to hear all about our training as well, right?
I do, because you know what? United Rentals is known for having one of the most innovative sales development programs in the country, and I'd love to hear about it. So what was it like? I know it's pretty long.
Yeah, so it's long, but it goes by so fast. And you're right about the whole country. I made friends from all across the country, from the East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. College graduates came to Gilbert, Arizona to train at a United Rentals branch and sales development program there for 6 months. I started in August of last year, so graduated in May of 2019, enjoyed my last summer in Flagstaff, and then started working in Gilbert in August, which happened to be my hometown. So, well, Chandler, Arizona, right next to it. So that worked out great. And we just trained for 6 months. It's a great transition from school because you start off back in the classroom, which is awesome, in a classroom learning environment with college graduates, people like myself. It's great to be in a familiar setting, and we learn about sales, value selling. We go way further in depth into Salesforce. I know we touched on it in your class. Salesforce, and then the construction industry itself. You learn about all the different phases and all the different equipment and stuff like that.
So you obviously graduated from the program because now you're in Napa, California. How cool is that? And you got promoted to become an outside sales rep. When you look to the future, what are the opportunities that you think might be yours for the future?
Yeah, it's hard to tell because things have been moving so fast, but it's better than moving too slow. So after 6 months of training, I'm already in outside sales. And yeah, I got lucky with a good territory out here in Napa, California. And I can either go one of two ways, and it's very clear, and the company makes it very easy to see where your next steps are. And I can either continue in sales and move into larger account management, or go into just a strictly management route, and you can manage a United Rentals branch, which we have, 1,200 locations across North America. So there's a lot of opportunity to move around and live in different cool parts of the country.
Excellent, excellent. Something that people always talk about is company culture. And it is important when you pick a career to have the right culture. And not everybody can describe culture, but I'd be really curious, like for you, what is it about the culture at your United Rentals that you think is the best or that's good?
So this is kind of different, but I think what makes our culture, what I like about it and what makes us different is our customers in the industry. So our customers range from small business owners and construction workers all the way up to government agencies and large private companies. I didn't realize how much construction there was in the world until I finally started working in this industry. But it's everywhere and anywhere, whether you see it or not. And a lot of the time you're just dealing with real world, genuine, hardworking American people. So it's good to be have them like come into our branch or dealing with them, making that relationship, and it really builds our culture.
Cool. It sounds like you picked a great company to launch your career. Anything else you want us to know about United Rentals? Didn't they give you a truck or something?
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to have the freedom of being an outside sales rep, being in charge of your own money, being able to make as much money as you possibly can, being a hard worker, and yeah, if you want to have the opportunity to drive the company truck around town in a cool city and build those relationships with your customers, then it's an awesome job. I love the freedom and the flexibility that I have. And the biggest thing is that I'm not stuck behind a desk or in a cubicle. Number one goal.
Excellent. Well, I'm really glad this worked out for you and that you're so happy. It's a great company.